get mine. You get yours, I get mine. You get yours, I get mine. Aight, then I'm gone. You get yours, I get mine. You get yours, I get mine. You get yours, I get mine. Aight, then I'm gone. You get yours, I get mine. You get yours, I get mine. You get yours, I get mine. Aight, then I'm gone. You get yours, I get mine. You get yours, I get mine. You get yours, I get mine. Aight, then I'm gone. Movie screens, then life's the biggest production, and it's a bitch with a big appetite for seduction. All of a sudden, niggas busting for a big introduction.
Hey y'all, this is Daniel. Welcome to Blunt Talk, baby. How we doing? This is the 24th episode, baby, the Kobe episode. That's what I'm gonna call it the whole day, okay? This is the Kobe episode. We're gonna talk a lot about hoops, the NBA bubble, and what better person to do it with my good friend Parnel, baby. How we doing?
How you doing, Diana? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. So first question I do for everyone on the podcast is, how have you been dealing with the pandemic? Like, how has it been, like, being inside or just having to deal with it in general? How's it been?
Yeah. So I guess at the beginning of the pandemic, it was like crazy for everyone. Just something weird to get used to. You're just at home.
Mm-hmm.
I guess during like April, May, March, and June, it's like just weird. Then July, it started picking up again. Start getting back to like your normal routine. Start going out. But yeah, quarantine's been pretty shitty, to be honest.
Yeah.
How about you?
I felt that. I'm not gonna lie, because for us, like at Ryder, they said this like last minute. They're like, oh, you guys aren't coming back, and we were like, oh, well, okay, well, and then it was just the adjustment period, I guess you could call it. Like, down here in Virginia, like they took away all the hoops, like took the rims.
Same up here. Yeah.
They did that. So like the first 2-3 months, I was like, what am I supposed to do, bro? that was it for me.
Yeah, we had one court and like near my place that's like probably made in the 80s, and that court was the only one up in like Jersey. We used to play there beginning of quarantine. Shitty court, the court. I mean, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, like where I live, there's like the high school my little brother goes to, and like they have like in the parking lot, they have like a small court. It's like a half court, but it's a court. Like you have a hoop.
Yeah, as long as it got a hoop, a rim.
That was the only one that I've seen like throughout the pandemic that was with like a hoop still on it. But the problem is it's a caged court, so like you couldn't get in unless you were crazy enough to jump. And it was like it's a decent sized cage too. So I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to risk that.
No, I ain't doing that.
But now the pandemic's been pretty chill for me. As I told you before we started recording, I've been playing a lot of basketball, finally getting in with the podcast, doing applications nonstop, trying to get a job. You know how it is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to finish up school. It's got one more year, but man, quarantine. I'm happy because I think it's coming to like the downward end.
Yes,
of it. I hope
I can agree. Like we can both agree that like it's still present in a way, but it's not as bad as it was before. But eventually, we're looking in the limelight. We're looking like it's going positive from now on, in my opinion.
I'm hoping by January, maybe January, even earlier, we're all back to kind of normal.
Exactly. You never know. Your next semester, your final semester might be in person somehow. If it all,
I mean, I'm expecting it to be in person. Like, wear some masks. I don't know. Something. I'll figure it out.
So, first question of today's episode, Parnell, is how have you been following the NBA season so far? And what do you think about the concept of the NBA bubble?
So, yeah, I'm a diehard NBA fan. So, I know I've been watching it since the beginning. So, the bubble is a great – I love the concept. Whoever thought of that concept's amazing, you know? Like, it's always the AAU. Like, they probably said it 100 times. A big-ass AAU tournament with the best players in the world.
Yeah.
It sucks they don't got their family. Well, now they do, but their families, their kids, their girls. I
was talking about that the last podcast that, like, my friend Schron, he mentioned it. He was like, so you really had to earn your spot to get your family in there?
Right? Yeah, it was second round, right?
Yeah, it's all the teams that made it past the second round get their family in there.
They said you had 2 months by yourself, but if you make it to your third month, you can bring them. So that's crazy to me. I can't imagine doing that. Yeah. I guess they're like.
But I agree with you. The concept is pretty cool. Like I honestly couldn't have invented it. I don't know if could we say the NBA was the first sport that like did the bubble, or like that soccer or hockey?
Yeah, I think NBA was like the first sport to actually like say something like, all right, we're going to come back on this day, do this, this, and this. That's when quarantine was like kind of, it was weird. So they just said, all right, we're going to have it all in here and here. NFL had no idea. Soccer had no idea. Baseball still getting corona every day.
The one thing I don't like, I didn't like or I disagree with, it's very stupid, but it's the fact that you had like 22 teams in there.
I didn't like how. So I like on the West how they had like what was it,
14,
like
13,
King.
13.
Yeah, they had 13 the Kings, Suns, and
You had every team except the Warriors and the Timberwolves
and
from
the
the
T-Wolves.
West.
And then on the East, you had the 8
The
seed,
Wizards.
and then you had the Wizards. And they're like, what? They have to go 8-0 and have the Nets and Magics go 0-18.
Yeah. Like for the Wizards, I feel like they just wanted to be more welcoming in a sense because you didn't want to just make it like because you know how like throughout the years the NBA has always been like, oh, there's always been an issue with disparity between the
Yeah,
conferences.
East and West, all
So
of them.
I feel like the NBA was like, all right, let's not try to get like anything bad on us from the media for this. Let's invite a team from the East.
And they needed a team that like every team could just beat up on, like a little practice run against, because they're basically
I felt bad for the
like a
Wizards,
JV
yo.
team basically.
I really feel bad because Bradley Beal didn't go. John Wall was looking like I was reading rumors like, oh, John Wall's gonna play in the bubble. I'm like, okay, that might be something different. Even Davis Bertans, the guy that was shooting so crazy.
It's his contract year, I think, too.
It's a contract year, so he did the smart decision, I guess you could call it. He was like, I don't want to get sick or anything. Let me just finish my season how it is. You guys can offer me money how you think you should.
Yeah, like the Wizards had no business of going there. I mean, the Blazers, I like that's crazy.
The Blazers and the Phoenix Suns were the two teams that they had me awestruck.
They went 8-0. The Suns went 8-0.
They went 8-0, bro. They went 8-0.
Like, what do you want from that? Like, what? I don't get it.
I don't want to hate on the Grizzlies. I love John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., but like, I really felt like it should have been Phoenix versus Portland for that playing game. I don't know how you would have worked it because like it was like a 7.5 difference.
Yeah. That's what NBA fan wanted, definitely. Definitely rather have Booker than see Ja and nobody else.
Devin Booker was a man on a mission. It looked like it. He was carrying the team, and that team actually because if you were following the season, like you said, did you remember how hot Phoenix started originally back in 2019?
Dude, tell me, I made a bet with like one of my boys right before the season, or it was like the first week of the season. The Suns beat the Clippers, and they had Kawhi, PG, and everyone. They're like, "Oh, yo, the Suns are for real this year." I made a $100 bet with my boys saying the Thunder will have a better record than the Suns. I was so confident the Thunder would be a playoff team, all that stuff.
Hey, you got your money, right?
Fast forward a little bit, boom.
The Thunder's another team because. I honestly, I'm not going front. When I saw their team on paper, I was like, this team might be like fighting for an 8 seed. They could be out there like struggling. You know, it's the West is really difficult.
Exactly. It's just the West.
Chris Paul showed everyone, hey, yo, y'all didn't believe me with James Harden? It's okay, baby. I got the younglings with me. We got to get this done.
Dude, the thing is, I hate the slander he got because he got injured in Game 6. All right, he's old. Next year, the team kind of sucked, and you can't force it. They went against the Warriors again. Like you can't blame CP. He's old point guard in that shitty system.
Yeah,
like it's okay.
I was talking today because like some of the guys I play pickup with, they're Houston Rockets fans, and I'd be like, first off, of course, I roasted it because they lost to the Lakers.
Yeah, of course.
But I went off telling them like, the worst trade y'all ever did was that Chris Paul Russell Westbrook trade.
Westbrook, yeah. Dude, they gave 2 first-rounders and the 2 swaps. You can't be doing that.
Because, like, it's not just the fact that Westbrook isn't, like – because Westbrook, I feel like it's not working with Harden just because Westbrook tries to take the ball a little bit too much from Harden sometimes.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like –
Chris Paul would have been okay. He would have been an actual facilitator for Harden. You know what I'm saying?
Like, Russ needs someone telling him, like, yo, you're not the best player. You're not, like, yeah, you're our heart and energy, but you can't be taking all those shots when you – but the thing is, like, on that team, it's him and Harden dribbling the whole time, everyone watching them. So after
I'm
a
not
while,
a big fan of the system or how, like, it works out for them because I'll tell you, it can work in the regular season because you play in different matchups and the team isn't prepared
it's not the same intensity or anything. It's completely different. It's a different sport in the regular season.
If they're cold one night, they're cold. They're out.
They're done. Yeah, you live and die by the 3.
And you saw it because the first game 1, Rockets won, but the Lakers played Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, and Anthony Davis all like interchanging and everything. And the Lakers were like, okay, we need to adjust this. They went with a small ball lineup and they murdered these fools.
Like it was, and then they figure out their offense. Their driving kick. It's all right. He drives. He's gonna kick here. Everyone just rotate. After you rotate, it's now what? It's back right. It's the same offense. That's what sucks about the Rockets. Like, they got the same offense every single time.
Exactly. It's a little too repetitive. So, like, in a series, it's very difficult. You can see it, like, when they played OKC. When they played OKC, that was a 7-game series. Why?
Exactly.
OKC had to adjust and whatever.
Mm-hmm. Like, you can't win one-way style. Like, I don't care how far you want to get. Maybe, like, you can win a series with that against a 6th seed or 5th seed, but you're not going to make it.
I agree with you. Did you get a chance to see the Denver Nuggets and the Clippers game?
Yo, to be honest, I didn't know it was on today until like the third quarter.
I got the Bleacher Report notification on my phone saying it's second half, the first half ended. I'm like, wait, it's this early today?
Right? They were down by like 15 or something and a half. I was like, oh, wow, Clippers, they finally shut them up.
They were even down by 19, bro.
Yeah, at some point I was like, yeah, wow, they finally – all right, Clippers are trying today. I'm watching football. I'm like, I would see my phone. I see all these tweets. I'm like, Game 7. I'm like, what? What? And then I
didn't get a chance to see it?
And I didn't see it. I didn't see anything.
Bro, you got to understand. This man, Nikola Jokic, was like getting – oh, my goodness. Jokic was doing like ugly fadeaways, like unbalanced fadeaways, and he was getting them in. And you can see, because I'm a big before like the bubble started, I went going in saying, okay, I'm rooting for the Nuggets. They're my bubble team. Since the Knicks didn't make the playoffs, or they didn't even get good enough for the bubble, I was like, I'm rooting for the Nuggets, right? Jokic, I was seeing him like percentage-wise. This man was shooting under like 34, 33% from three before the bubble started. Bubble started, he's shooting like 41, 42% from three.
Dude, he has to shoot them too. Like, he has to take the shots. That's the thing about Jokic. Like, if he's more aggressive, more shooting, like they're better.
Exactly.
He needs to be that guy.
And the problem is, I'll see how the Clippers will be guarding them, and they'll have first give him Montrezl Harrell. They'll do like they'll do the handoff they do with Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray does the double dribbles, loses the defender, goes for a drive, kicks it out to Jokic again. Harrell's not coming back to.
Harrell's not good. That. Like, I forgot what I saw a stat on Harrell. It's like him on this court on the series is like the worst. He's like minus like 50 or something in the series. I think it's higher than that now. But this was before this game, so I don't know how bad he did this game. But it was Harrell cannot play.
It got really bad to the point they finished the game with Zubac, and normally the Clippers they try to finish with Harrell if they can.
Yeah, with the little small ball lineup, Harrell or someone. But they have to have Zubac in because fucking Jokic is too big.
Exactly.
But
they kept trying. They were like Zubac then. Zubac wasn't contesting it at all. Like he was going too short. Like he wasn't even putting his hand in time.
Like Jokic, whoa.
They put the whole team, bro. They had Kawhi on him. Then they had Paul George on him. Lou Will was trying. I was like, bro, Jokic is crazy.
Like, Jokic is really slow, but Zubac is fucking slow. So it's like, it's just two big-ass, like, dudes just, like, slow.
But you kind of have to put – you got to put Zubac in for the size in the sense.
Exactly. Then another option.
Because I'm not trying to say Jokic isn't the best – post scorer because he doesn't have to be. He can facilitate. He can do like the boomerang type pass that he does on the post.
Yeah, a little sidearm.
Yeah. Like he could do that, and then you're done for. But like Zubac at least is good with defending Jokic on the post. That's why, because I feel like Harrell, Jokic does the spin around fadeaway thing he does or a hook shot. Harrell can't put a block on it because he's
small, too weak. It's not a good matchup. Like, Harrell's what, like 6'6", 6'7"?
Harrell's 6'7", bro.
Yeah, exactly. Joker's what, 7? Like he's a baby compared to him.
Yeah, exactly.
He got some energy plays, but after that, it's all.
It's kind of crazy to see it because Jamal Murray isn't playing like he was playing in the Utah series.
Today he had a good game.
He had 25, 23, something around that. Yeah.
Last 2 games he's been pulling up. I mean, hey, if this is the same thing as the Jazz series and he's doing the same thing, and I can't wait till Game 7. I can't wait.
It's Tuesday.
I thought this series was over on like Friday night. I didn't watch the Friday night game because I assumed 3.
I'm not going front because I like I told you, I've been rooting for the Nuggets the whole time in the bubble. But as soon as I saw 3-1 and I was like game 5, I was like, oh dang it, here we go again.
Nope. I was like, damn, they're probably Clippers are gonna come out hard, shut them out, end the game quick, which they did, and they came right back and then just shut them up.
What? Now that I said about Tuesday is also the Boston and Miami game 1. What do you think about that series, homie?
So, I had the Heat going to the East Finals against the Raptors, unfortunately. But I don't know. That's a great matchup. The Heat and the Celtics, like, It's all wings. It's all wings. I don't know who's going to
Pretty
guard
much
Bam.
is all wings when you think about it.
Literally all wings, like Dragic, Jimmy, Crowder, Hero, Nunn, whoever you want to say, Duncan. And then the Celtics are all little wings. Like, it's going to be such a good series. What's your prediction on that? Are you waiting?
I'm at a very hard place with that series, homie, because I was really rooting for the Raptors because I hate the Celtics with a passion.
I don't hate the Celtics. I just have money on the Raptors.
And then I had, like, on this podcast, like, I got very disappointed because I was backing up the Giannis train and the Bucks the whole way to the finals.
No.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I thought this is their years of bubbles, a different season. They would have gotten the hump. Miami mollywopped them fools though.
No, because they came to play. No.
I was like going into the series. I was like, okay, it's definitely going to be like a 6-7 game series if Milwaukee has to win this. But then, Miami's defense too good, and I didn't think Milwaukee was going to struggle like they did.
Because like when they lost against the Raptors last year, that's the blueprint right there. Guard Giannis and make Middleton, Bledsoe, and Pat Connaughton beat you. Like, well, that ain't gonna work. Bledsoe.
I can't front Brook Lopez though. Brook Lopez showed that if this was a contract year for Lopez, oh my goodness, this man would have gotten some money.
I mean, he definitely had some good moments. But I mean,
Lopez averaged like 22, 23 points per game that series.
Damn, I didn't even know that. I mean,
bro, you do not understand. I was watching the whole series, and every time Lopez would get the ball, he would do like his Dirk impression.
Dirk little three. It's so his like spot up shot is a fadeaway.
It's insane because he played for the Nets for so long, and then he never showed signs of being this good of a shooter. And then
crazy is
he played for the Lakers for 1 year. He didn't even have like over a 35% 3-point percentage. So I was like, okay, there's like, I like in Milwaukee. You got a big guy that can score, but what's gonna do to you? I was talking with, I don't even remember with who, but like, you see how Giannis now? He's actually like, if you leave him open, he'll make you pay like 50% of the time. He won't make them all the time, but
I mean, I don't know about 50. I'll go like 20.
I'm saying like 1 out of 2 times. Like he can make 1 out of 2.
He'll keep you honest.
I'm not trying to be accurate with the percentage, but I'm trying to go with the point. Like he'll make you pay every now and then if you leave him open. The Milwaukee Bucks have a good shooting coach on the team when you really think about it. Whoever their shooting coach is, because as soon as Brook Lopez showed up, they got Kyle Korver is in. Come on, bro. And they got people like Marvin Williams. You got Marvin Williams there.
Marvin, yeah, he was like the third best player in the fucking playoffs. I swear, he was just everywhere. Everywhere.
So, like, I feel like if that shooting coach actually does some good stuff with Giannis, like keeps working on that, Giannis will be unstoppable because he's already working on it.
Too. It's the same thing with the Simmons. So Simmons is way lower than Giannis. I'm not trying to compare.
The problem is Giannis is trying. And I could easily say I feel like Simmons doesn't try.
No, not at all. He hasn't improved in 4 years. It's the same player, 3 straight years.
But
about Simmons, but back to Giannis though, like when Giannis gets that jumper, it's over for everyone. But it's like if I'm a team, I'm gonna let him shoot 20 open threes a game.
Yeah.
If he makes 7 of them, I mean, all right, he made 7, but I'm happy with that 7.
Yeah.
I'd rather have him do that than try to dunk on my center. 2 fouls on him, fouling him.
Because Giannis is so long.
Long. Yeah.
Like from the 3-point line, he can easily do the arrow step dunk, and it's like it's over for you.
He does that. That shit.
But going back into it, I really don't know who I want to win. My predictions, honestly, it's going to be a 6-7 game series. I see Boston winning it. I feel like the Miami team's really young.
All right, so you want a prediction right now? You said Boston in 6. See, I see Boston has the firepower and the defense to match up perfectly. But this is gonna be a dogfight. You got Iggy, Jimmy, Crowder. I don't know, those are 3 defenders that can lock down. Like,
yeah, that's a good point.
Those are perfect matchups with Tatum, Brown. Is Gordon Hayward coming back? You know?
Yeah, he's starting, and he's gonna play for that series.
Oh, he's coming back. Yeah, that's you. I
don't know when, but because he was already working during the Milwaukee series, he was training. He was putting up shots. He was getting back into the rhythm. So he's going to play in the series. We just don't know at what point.
Yeah, they're going to need him. But I think I got the Heat, to be honest. I got the Heat. I got the Heat in 7. I'm locking that in.
I'm a big Jimmy Butler fan, but I feel like Jason Tatum, though, and Jaylen Brown have been playing really insane to the point because you got Jimmy Butler in Miami, but he's gonna need someone to help him.
Exactly. That's like it's Dragic right now. Dragic is acting like a straight all-star. I don't know how he's playing like this, but if he keeps
Dragic's shown signs back in the day. He was an all-star like 3 years ago.
Back in the Suns or whatever. Oh yeah, back with the Heat. Yeah.
His first year in Miami, he was an all-star.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, they got Dragic, Jimmy. I don't know, the Duncan Robinson.
Bam Adebayo. You're forgetting about Bam.
And then Bam. Who's guarding Bam? Tice. I mean, he can, but Bam.
This is okay, but I feel like against a matchup like Bam looks like he's gonna be more athletic than Tice.
He's gonna control the glass. Get a couple extra offensive boards.
And you can't play Canner. You can't play Canner. I'm sorry.
I mean, they might try. I don't know.
I will say this: the problem with Boston, homie, is I've seen like in their series against Toronto, for example, they've been playing like 7-man deep or 8-man deep rotations.
I mean, that's what the playoffs is, though.
Yeah, but like you see teams like Miami, they'll be playing 10 people. You see teams like the Lakers, they'll be playing 9 people.
Yeah, true that.
Like they're the team playing the least amount of people, and I don't even like Boston's bench. Brad Wanamaker,
they're trash. Well, I mean, when you got Gordon Hayward out, that puts Smart up there.
Yeah.
Who do they have? Brad Wanamaker.
Their backup lineup is looking like Brad Wanamaker. You get pretty much Robert Williams with Grant Williams, and you get what's his name? Semi Ojale plays for them.
All those dudes are probably our age. Like that's who they're playing.
That has though.
Like that's who they're playing.
They're all either probably should have been seniors or juniors in college right now.
They got no other choice just to play. Like, all right, Tatum, you got to play 45 40 game. Kemba, all you guys. Like they really have no other option. Which ain't the worst idea.
Yeah.
They might get worn out.
I've always was a big Kemba Walker fan ever since UConn. So I'm happy to see that he's finally in the conference finals.
Yep.
I feel like because he didn't play that well against Toronto the last games of the series. He was kind of had a choke fest with them, like 4 points the game 6.
Yeah, I think
game 7 he had like 8 or 9 points.
Yeah, 1 for 6, game 6. That was like the closeout overtime game, I think. He just disappeared.
But now that's a matchup against Goran Dragic because Goran Dragic's a good defensive point guard, but I feel like it's not the same as in Kyle Lowry because Kyle Lowry will be like, wait, it was Toronto versus Kemba. Kyle Lowry defensively, he's a pest, bro. He's gonna annoy you. He's kind of like Patrick Beverly-ish in the defensive end. You know what I mean?
He's a thick Beverly.
Yeah. That's a very good point.
Like he's a dog. Like he's everywhere. And it's him and Van Vliet, which are kind of undersized guards. But I mean, I think Dragic would probably put on someone like easy, like Iggy, Crowder, Butler guard like the main 3.
So think about it like this: you would have Jimmy Butler. I'm assuming he's gonna have to lock up Jason Tatum.
Tatum or Brown, yeah.
Jaylen Brown's going to be either Iguodala or Crowder, whichever starts for them, because I think Crowder normally starts for them as power forward.
Yeah, he's starting that. You got Bam on Tice.
Marcus Smart, you're not going to worry about because he's like Giannis in the situation. If he makes a 3 on you, you're gonna live with it.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's
then
a perfect role for them.
I don't know. I feel like you can't waste an Iguodala, Crowder, or Jimmy on Kemba Walker.
Yeah, true. Actually,
the step back with Kemba is too much. And then since they still have Hayward, Tatum, and Brown, if you just defend that heavy on him, he can dish it out or kick it out.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. It's gonna be a great series.
Yeah, it is.
No, they're both defensive. Like both teams are lockdown defense, and then they're all. I'm pretty sure they have like some of the top offenses, like top 3-point shooters too.
Miami's the best 3-point shooting team in the league.
Yep.
Boston's got to be top 10, and defensive-wise, they're both top 10 easily.
I know Boston's top 5 in defense and offense, like the rating-wise. So, I mean, they're –
okay.
Like, this is going to be I can't wait. I hope the Clippers win. I know you got the Nuggets, but this East and West finals –
At this point, it's looking very iffy for them Clips, though. It's looking very iffy for them Clips because you can see, like, I think it was Stan Van Gundy? No, Jeff Van Gundy. One of the Van Gundys was commentating the game, and he was like, bro – you know, at the end of the day, it all comes down to your spirit and your mood. If you look like you're upset when you're just losing now, you can't expect to win. Blah blah blah. They got a good point. The Clippers have been in a bad negative vibe or move right now. With these last 2 games, they've blown the lead by 15 points or more.
It's been happening like all year. Like people say, like once they get high on themselves, they stop trying. Or they're like, all right, we won this game, let's take a game off. Oh, we won this possession, let's like stop trying. They're not like focused or they're not going at it all 48 minutes per game. That's what happens with the.
And I still love the Clippers because you can see my Kawhi Leonard jersey over there.
Okay, I see it. You got Dominique and Kawhi.
Dominique Kawhi got Mexico and the Cubs jersey. I switch them up every night. But, bro, honestly, when you comes down to it, the Clippers they're going to have to come firing in all cylinders from first quarter to fourth quarter.
No, oh, you said the Clippers?
Yeah, the Clippers need to fire from all cylinders, first quarter to fourth quarter. Because if it happens like they only play good the first half, the Nuggets have shown you, not just against the Clippers, but against Utah too, they'll give them a battle.
They come back in a hurry, because they got Jamal Jokic who hit some crazy shots that you have no idea is going to
go.
They
got shooters like Michael Porter Jr.
MPJ.
Stud. Jeremy Grant showing Oklahoma City lost that trade.
Jeremy Grant's been a steal. Like he can guard any position you want to make threes. I love Jeremy Grant on that team.
And
you got Gary Harris.
It's tough, okay. Bro. I really don't. And I'm watching that Game 7 like start to finish.
Same. I'm saying
that's going to be interesting.
It better be
very interesting.
Better be Tuesday.
All I know is because I was rooting for the Clippers to make it to the finals, but the King James is out here like in his hotel room right now, like.
Oh, he's even up the plan. He's got a little glass of wine with him.
He's got some film in the corner or something, but he's like, okay, yeah. Okay.
He's like, they're taking them 7 games. All right, we're got shit in the bag. I had the Clippers.
That's a good point, though. I didn't bring it up because you got Miami winning against Boston, right?
Yeah, that's my prediction. Yeah.
Miami's been waiting.
They've been waiting for what, like 4 days now? 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, think about it. So that's a good point.
Yeah, and Boston, like that series with Toronto beats you down. It's constantly just pushing, shoving. Like there are no, like all their games were unders, like all the over-unders for betting. Every game was just a dogfight. I think like one game was the over, but every game's a dogfight with them.
Okay.
And they got to come out and play the Heat, another dogfight type of team.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a great series.
The one thing is, when I heard that they were doing a bubble, I was like hearing and watching YouTube videos or just looking up like articles, whatever, like all the people speculating, okay, they might do a different playoff format or they might do like a World Cup type style format for the bubble or something.
Yeah.
Like all the different things. I was really hoping they at least would have either done like the World Cup one or like the 1-16 one.
I thought the 1-16 was perfect for this year. Like
it's a bubble. It's an experimental season already. Go ahead, do it.
Perfect. Like I would have loved that. But now looking back on it, because we're now at the conference finals, I'm happy where we're at. But tell me you would not love to see the Blazers and the Suns.
Oh yeah. No, but think about it. That's what I'm saying. Because if we would have done it 1-16, you could have an NBA Finals Clippers Lakers. Because I feel like those two teams are probably the best two. Out of this, no offense to Miami and Boston, but like I feel like whoever makes it to the finals, they're not gonna win the series. If they do, congrats, I gotta give it to them.
Yep.
But Phoenix would have made it. Portland would have made it too. I feel like Orlando and Brooklyn would have been out.
I'm pretty sure Philly would have been like a 13th seed or 12th seed.
They would have to because they're the 6th seed in the East. So
and all
I feel like their record's pretty high up because whenever during the regular season back like when we were back at school, like at least for me when I was back at school, it was the East, like the 1-6, those teams.
That's like clumped up, but everything else is just the biggest gap after that. And the West, you got like the 1 seed with the Lakers a little bit. 2-12 is like that.
Exactly.
And it's like then it's separated. They got to do something with that, but I know they're never going to do it because they can't. Until it's not going to be allowed.
So. You're saying gonna be Clippers beating the Nuggets? Is that your prediction?
I gotta,
because I'm already going with it. I gotta back up my Nuggets.
Won last week, to be honest. I thought they already won. They're sleepwalking right now. They gotta wake up.
Yeah, they really do.
And then, because the whole world's been waiting for this ever since you got that notification. It was like I remember I was at a bar in July when the PG to Clippers thing came. 2 overall picks. swap, Shea Gilgeous, Gallo, blah, 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 everything.
Mhm.
Kawhi, and then 2 minutes later, Kawhi signing with the Clippers.
Yeah.
Ever since that one moment, everyone's like, all right, Battle of LA. That has to happen.
It's like it was like the first time in the Clippers history where, like, on paper you would see the team and you would be like, "There's no way they're not the best team in LA." You know what I'm coming at?
Exactly.
Because you had the Chris Paul, Blake Griffin Clippers, and they were really good and solid, but you never looked at them so serious to the point
They
going
were
to
never a
actually
contender. They weren't contenders.
I love the pieces they had. They had Jamal Crawford as a six-man. They had J.J. Redick as a starting shooting guard. And that's crazy. All they really missed is like a 80-rated 2K small forward. Because the small forwards were just
Butler. They found Paul Pierson for a little bit. They were
Danny Granger, bro. Danny Granger started a whole season for them.
Granger used to be nice, though, on the Pacers.
Bro, 25.5 points per game in the Pacers.
I think that Lob City Clippers team, the downfall was Blake Griffin and Trey.
Yeah, they didn't get along that well.
They're your second and third best players, but like, in my opinion, I love Blake. He expanded his game, but if he didn't have CP with him for 6 years, 7 years, he's a Josh Smith. Like he's not anything.
He's a Josh Smith type player. That's a good comparison.
he
benefited off the fact that you had such a good floor general that just would dish it to you and lob steady to you.
That's why I hope, like, if CP can get traded to the Bucks, maybe.
I was gonna ask you that right now. So do you think that
segue? No, but yeah.
Do you think the CP3 trade would be the solution? Because I looked it up at the ESPN trade machine the other day. It would have to be Brook Lopez and Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe? I mean, yeah, that probably had like a first rounder or some shit. All I know.
Oklahoma City, man. Sam Presti is the GM of the year. He has been getting in his picks. And you know how Oklahoma City drafts.
Yep. And they have Shea for the future.
Harden, Ibaka. Like, their draft picks, Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, they got people. No, Sam Presti knows what he's doing up there. So if he can – and I know someone's going to want CP. Like, I think they saw, like, all right. He has, 2 more years left, 3 more years, I think.
Yeah, the problem is his contract is hefty.
Like you can't expect him to carry you in the regular season, but if you're on the Bucks, you don't need to be carried.
Well, that's a good point.
You're in the East. You're playing, you have Giannis with you. And imagine that combo of Giannis and CP. Like, come on. Now that's basically Blake Griffin 2.0 or Shaq and whatever. Like,
yeah. It's like a Shaq and Kobe type. No, more like a Shaq and Penny, I guess. I mean, you get what I mean. It's a point guard with a tall guy that's really actually good, and it's like a good duo.
Like, when Giannis gets the ball atop the key, he starts dribbling and stuff. I swear sometimes you're just like, oh, my God, what is this? He dribbles like 5 times, takes a step and passes it, takes a step and passes it.
Yeah.
Like, the ball can't be in his hands, in my opinion, all the time. Like, it needs to be Middleton and then point guard. But Bledsoe's not that guy. They needed Brogdon, to be honest. Brogdon was a good guy.
I was telling everyone that was the worst decision they made. They should have paid that man.
Nope. Get Brogdon, sign him back, do something, get Bledsoe out of there.
You see how Indiana did without Oladipo? Why? Brogdon got snubbed. He should have been an all-star. Like, Brogdon really was like one of those players that was doing everything, like bits for Indiana.
He's a perfect combo. He can shoot the free throws, shoot threes, control your offense, get a bucket if you need it. Like,
defend too.
And he's a great defender. Perfect for the Bucks. I don't understand how. I guess it was probably he wanted a lot more money than they could have gave him.
But it was a sign trade, bro. They got like a first and a second rounder from Indiana for it.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Brogdon's nice. They really, I think they realized after this series, like, damn, like, we really.
No, definitely. And when you think about it, the offseason, that's when they paid Brook Lopez his contract. They had to pay a couple people. They got, like, Wesley Matthews. They ended up signing him to replace Brogdon.
Oh, yeah, they signed him with the off the waivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that was a great pickup because Matthews was huge for them, like, all season. Like, he doesn't have that much energy. He's a little older now, but he's still perfect. He's like that perfect 3-and-D dude you need on your team.
The one thing I saw on Bleacher Report, I think it was like a month ago maybe or not, like, is that, like, they were doing, like, this segment on trades or something, like what teams need. They did something like they would do Pat Connaughton, Dante DiVincenzo, a couple first-rounders for Nikola Vucevic.
What? That's the worst. Well, if you're following that,
And their argument was that you have a big guy that can still shoot, because this was like them saying if they do the Chris Paul trade, then you get the replacement for Brook Lopez.
okay, I mean, I can see that. I can see.
I would like it just because, like, if you look at it in a 2K perspective, for example, the ratings would be high enough so you could actually, like, on paper, stats-wise, too, because it's a shooting center, too, so it would replace the fit and mold of Brook Lopez in a way.
But Vucevic, I got everyone you want. Vooch, in my opinion.
Honestly, if you think about it, Orlando ain't really doing much. They're a borderline playoff team, but, like, I feel like that's the only real, like, star center borderline star center you could get, like, on a trade. Or Joel Embiid, but Joel Embiid, you would have to throw the kitchen sink at that.
Like, if I'm the Bucks, I don't want more big guys. Like, we have too many big guys. I think we need more. Like, if Giannis should be the small ball 5 at the end lineups. It shouldn't be him and Lopez, because you got 2 7-footers who Lopez is a good defender, but
like Lopez works with him in the sense that he'll be on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's great spacing him and out. Yeah. I'd rather have like some other guard that's out there if he can't shoot. Because if you block Lopez, what he's gonna do? Dribble by you? Nah, if he doesn't get the shot, he's passing it right back out. He's gonna sit there again. And you're 7 foot waiting on the outside. Yeah. Like, I love Brook Lopez. He's a perfect fit with like any team that needs a stretch 5. Yeah. I feel like the Bucks, they already have Giannis as the 5 in a way. Yeah. I don't know. They need like a Jeremy Grant, like a stretch 4.
So you really think like something like the Chris Paul trade for Lopez and Bledsoe, that would be just it?
I mean,
that'd be perfect.
That's if the Bucks want to get over the hump, they need to get rid of Bledsoe and they need a better guard. They need a guard.
Your lineup would be Paul, DiVincenzo, Middleton, Ilyasova, and Giannis? I don't know who their power forward would be then. It would have to be really small then. Think about it, like Korver or Matthews or.
Well, like for regular season, whatever. I don't know. They can make that work out.
Yeah. Marvin Williams retired, by the way. The greatest ever, the best top 5 player drafted that didn't even start for his college team got retired.
Who did?
Marvin Williams.
Oh, he officially retired?
You're officially retired.
Oh, that's a shame. He'll come back again. Yeah. He'll probably come back. Yeah, but like the Bucks need is something to hit him over the top, and they either need CP, Dragic, Lowry. They need a guard that can run the show without Giannis going crazy, looking like a buffoon sometimes.
Oh yeah, they definitely need a guard general that can do something like that, or they need another star player that can actually. Because Chris Middleton shows you, I can be clutch for a game. I can't be clutch for 2 games in a row.
I can't be clutch this whole. You need me to do this the whole series? Like, I got a game maybe in me. Like, Middleton's a great third best player on your team. If he's your third best player,
he really isn't like a second option for a championship team.
You can't expect him to give him 20 shots a game and him make 10 every single game. Like,
I'll give it to him though.
He impressed me.
He's a bucket.
A walking bucket.
There you go. He like. I didn't have as much respect for him. This series, I definitely gave some.
I got some quick fire questions for you.
Okay.
That'll be like the second section of the podcast, the shorter one. Who's your favorite NBA team if you are a fan of?
Favorite NBA team I'm a fan of?
If you had to pick one.
Dude, I hate that question, bro. Nah, so quick fire. I mean, I guess no Dickie, the Mavericks.
Mavericks? Okay.
Can I explain it? Or are we going quick?
You can explain.
Okay. So I mean, I'm a Philly born dude, but like I don't like where you're born from. That's who you gotta like. I like whatever team I want to like, and I'm not gonna like some shitty team that's been asked for 10 years. That's how I was growing up with the Sixers. I mean, like as soon as AI left, it went downhill. So I started picking up basketball like in 05, 06. I think that's when Dirk started like making his rise, and he was doing nice. Then he got to the finals.
MVP Dirk.
Yeah, and I just fell in love with Dirk. Josh Howard, Michael Finn. I don't even know why. I think I played 2K with him a lot.
Okay.
I just love the Mavericks.
They had some good teams those eras, though. My dad's a Mavericks fan because JJ Barea played for them, the Puerto Rican.
JJ, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's Puerto Rican. Yeah, JJ.
Man's put up a series against LeBron that finals.
Him, they got fucking Sean Marion, Jay Kidd, Tyson. Like, that team was
Tyson Chandler, too. Jason Terry. The Jet.
Yeah, I love that.
Every time he made the 3-point, he would just fly away.
And I love it now because now they got Luka and KP. So, like, I'm not like, I'm a bandwagon Mavericks fan, but I love the Mavericks.
I just feel bad for y'all because me being the Knicks fan, I'm not even mad y'all took I'm not even mad you took Kristaps Porzingis. I just feel bad because I can't see him staying on the court for a whole healthy season, like a whole year.
Like I thought, when they were playing the Clippers, I was like, yo, this could go 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out he's sitting out. I was like, oh, it's probably like whatever. And then the next game, he's sitting out again. I was like, yo, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
They got like a meniscus tear, I think.
Yeah, he needs surgery. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I didn't look into that yet. He needs surgery again.
He's gonna take. It's not a major surgery, but it's
like
the
something.
minimal surgery, and
Yeah,
it's
he's
the opposite leg. It's not the leg he got the last surgery on.
So that's a positive. I mean, he was playing like 40 minutes a night.
Oh, he was playing out of his mind. The problem the problem is it's very injury prone. It's not even his fault. He's just too long, and his body will. That's gonna happen to you. It's like people like Hashim Tavit, like those people that have like 7'7", 7'3"
Giannis's,
over.
the Embiids, all those guys. It's just, it's so fragile. It sucks, but I mean, I hope. He was with them all season, looked pretty well. He sat off. He like load managed a little bit, back. But I guess playoffs he tried to push it and just. I don't know. I'm praying for the Mavs. I think they'll be back and ready again. The Mavs are going to be serious for the next like 5-10 years.
No, they definitely
are going to be a problem. Like their future is really bright.
Mm-hmm.
Their future is really bright.
And they got Steph Curry too. Yeah.
My bad. I had a problem with the mic. I accidentally disconnected. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, perfect. All right. Tell me one NBA player you really love, and tell me one NBA player you really hate.
Right now?
Right now. We're doing with a quick fire.
Shit. I'm one player. That's the easy question. I'll go LeBron. One player I love. I got LeBron. One player I hate.
Mm-hmm. Or that you just like, if your team, like for example, the Mavericks or the team you're rooting for in the specific game is playing against that, you're like, oh my god.
Oh, I mean, Kawhi kind of shut them up last series, but I don't even know. I don't hate people like that. They're killers.
Okay.
Some people are just killers. They just drop buckets and go on with their day. I can't hate anyone, Deonda. I can't.
Okay, no, you're good. All right, these couple ones are gonna be regarding coaching situations.
Wait, hold on. Actually,
do you like the?
Wait, actually, one person I can hate. I'm gonna go with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons and Joel. They gotta take their shit together.
They do.
Get their fucking shit together.
Yeah, they do.
Too long. 4 years of bullshit.
I've been telling Smitty, they you can't win with Ben Simmons not shooting.
Yep, you can't. No, you can't.
You can't. It's like two players that don't. Because they both need the post. It doesn't work. They're two very talented players, yes.
They want to get to the post and lay it up if they can.
These next ones are going to be coaching related in a sense.
Okay.
It's going to be more like yes or no. Did you like that the Knicks get Tom Thibodeau?
To be honest, no. I thought it was a terrible decision. Bad. It's 4 years, I think, right?
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years. Yeah, I don't.
That don't mean nothing with the Knicks, baby. We fire our coaches after one season. You know how it is.
Dude, probably get fired. Watch, they're probably have some clause in there after 2 seasons.
Bro, this is my thing because Tom Thibodeau's an incredible defensive coach, and sure that can help us in the long run. But you've seen it with the Chicago Bulls and Minnesota Timberwolves teams. He just runs his players like 40 minutes plus every season.
And then the roster he has he has like 5 power forwards. And I feel like defense now is a little different than it was like 10 years ago.
Oh, yes.
If you need guys that can just switch and just do a little bit of everything, a rim protector, they got Robinson. So you got a rim protector and people that can just switch everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the talent's not even there. So I feel bad for him going into the place. But, yeah, the Knicks should have fun in the lottery for the next 5 years.
Hey, man. The only thing we have bright spots like Mitchell Robinson, I love the man to death. His personality, like he's one of the few players I actually follow on Instagram, and I'll be like, okay, I see you. You got RJ Barrett. He's got a long year, like a couple more years ahead of him, but he's definitely going to be at least like a second, third option in like a championship caliber or contender.
Yeah. That's his goal. If he can become that, I mean. But then they got Taj and they got Portis.
The power forward situation, I hate it till the day that I die because it doesn't make sense, but.
I swear I got 4 notifications at the same time about them signing 4 power forwards.
Me too, bro. Me too.
I don't understand. Dolan, Mills, whoever the hell is in charge of that, man, they need some help.
We're not gonna do anything until Dolan sells the team. That's my opinion. That's my humble opinion on it.
Yeah. No.
What do you think about Steve Nash with Brooklyn? Yes or no?
At first, I was like, at first I liked it a lot. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, all right, this guy never coached before. He was a backup on the Warriors, like assistant. Top 5 smartest dude ever in the NBA. He used to play or coach with KD. So then I was like, you know what? I gotta see it. I gotta see it. Like I believe in him. I believe in Nash. I was a big Nash fan growing up, so I believe in him.
Oh, me too, bro. During the quarantine when it started, I was watching old NBA footage, bro. Steve Nash versus Jason Kidd in the 2007 NBA season. I was like, okay, Steve Nash with the behind the back passes.
No, he's a 2-time MVP for a reason. Like he has the accolades. But when it comes to coaching, I mean, I don't know that much. So
the one things I'll say before we switch is one, he's arguably one of the greatest top 5, top 10 players to never win a championship. And second, I feel like he should have stick to his TNT soccer halftime report job.
Yo, that's what me and my boys in the group chat were. We were like, wait, so this guy was talking soccer for 3 years and just came back to coaching? Because he was the Bleacher Report dude for all the soccer games.
For the Champions League, whatever.
Yeah. So I was like, is this guy even in? I don't know. I hope he – because I want the Nets to be good. I hope KD comes back good. I hope Kyrie isn't like annoying anymore. And then – because that team is like – they're the best team – talent-wise, they're the best team in the East. Like, I think now.
They do have a really good team in paper. My two issues with them is I'm not the biggest Kyrie supporter in a sense because, like, with the last years, you've seen how he can be, like, very dramatic or, like, a locker room virus. Is that the term, I guess you could call it? Like,
no, I see that. Yeah, he's a virus. He's, like, a different type of – that's why he was perfect with LeBron, which the thing I love the most is how people, like, before he got there, they were like, oh, yeah, Kyrie's nasty. So, like, in 4 years before LeBron got there, I don't know. I think they were in the lottery every year, maybe won 20, 30 games. LeBron gets there 4 straight trips or 3 straight trips. He leaves, gets to another one. He goes to the Celtics, who go to the conference finals every year, basically.
Yeah.
Tears them apart. Goes to the Nets, gets the coach fired, tears them apart a little bit. It's like, all right, Kyrie, you gotta do something about yourself. Like, you're a little toxic.
My second thing with them is the Jared Allen, DeAndre Jordan situation, because I'll see, for example, like I do a lot of references for 2K. In 2K, like their projected lineup, every time that Kyrie and KD come back in my league or whatever, you have Jared Allen or DeAndre Jordan as the starting power forward. In today's NBA,
no, hell no.
You can't do that.
That's
so, like, I feel like Jared Allen has so much potential. You signing DeAndre Jordan just for KD and Kyrie, it's like, bro, you're just wasting that. At that point, trade him for a power forward or someone that can shoot, switch, all the –
I think it should be like Jared Allen in the starting lineup. You got him, KD, Joe Harris, Kyrie, and then either
KD as a power forward then, and do Caris LeVert as a shooting guard, and Dinwiddie as a
LeVert, and then and have Dinwiddie as a 6th man, and then Garrett Temple maybe start instead of LeVert. Have 2 guys off the bench that could just get buckets.
Okay, yeah.
But I think like DeAndre, what is he like 30-something? He's old now.
Oh, he's old, man.
So he's not expected to play.
He was 30 when he played with the Knicks that last – I don't know if that was last season or like 2 seasons. That was last season.
He's been on every team. I swear. He's on the Mavericks, the Knicks. He goes every single
year.
You're
the Mavericks fan, so you remember when DeAndre Jordan wanted to sign with the Mavericks and then Doc Rivers was like, nah. And they locked him up in the house or something and everything.
I mean, hey, good thing he didn't go to the Mavericks. I mean, the Mavericks did nothing.
And then he actually gets to go to the Mavericks where he's from Houston. No, he's from Texas. I know he's from Texas. He's from Texas at least.
Yeah.
Man gets traded after half a season being in his hometown. I was like, that's what you get when you don't sign with them.
Like, there's certain players that have like certain roles. Like, like with LeBron and the Lakers, why they're so well, because they all have their own role that they know how to do and what to do. So let's say you put DeAndre on the team. DeAndre is basically the same as JaVale. He's a rim runner, block shots, play
alley-oop guy, defensive energy, side to side.
Exactly. There's no offense. No, it's just screen setting and this and that. And hopefully every team, like, they got to understand, like, you got to do your role to the best. Like, for the Nets, they have 100 scorers on their team.
They do.
I don't know. They got Jared Allen and DeAndre to protect the rim, but I don't know who their perimeter D is and all that. But
I think they might lose Joe Harris just because it's a contract year for the guy.
Is he going to lose him? I
don't know exactly the word, but he's a contract guy. And he's a very, like, top 10, top 5 3-point percentage shooter. So, he's going to get paid.
Yeah.
So
if I'm the Nets, I'm doing whatever I can to keep him. I think they're gonna have to trade one of those guys, Dinwiddie, LeVert, or Joe Harris because they just have
Yeah.
too much. I know that someone's going to offer them something crazy for him, in my opinion. So, yeah, but that team.
Last thing I want to say about the Nets is that me personally, I would have loved if they would have kept Russell and KD. They would have done that. I know it wouldn't work because it was a sign and trade for the Warriors.
Oh,
But
D'Lo.
if they would have
Oh, D-Russ.
D'Lo,
Oh, okay.
D'Angelo Russell. Because I feel like D'Angelo Russell would have worked better than Kyrie Irving. Because if you think about it, they basically did the same thing they did with D'Angelo Russell last season with half a season of Kyrie Irving.
So I agree, but the only way you got Kyrie is with, or the only way you get KD is with Kyrie.
It's with Kyrie, I know. But I'm just saying, like, my perspective of it, because me as a Knicks fan, I don't hate the Nets. I want to see the Nets do fine and everything and whatever. But, like, I would have loved it to see D'Lo being, like, a younger star. Because I feel like Kyrie's more risky.
Like I love D'Lo, but he's a great scorer. After that, like, I don't know what else is it. Like, what else is he bringing to the table? You know, like, I feel like a lot of guys now can all score and get something, but it like separates you to be like I think Kyrie's a little bit like Kemba and Kyrie. I think they're basically equal in talent. Just Kemba's a little smaller, but Kyrie can get a better.
I feel like Kemba's more of a team player though.
He's not a
Kemba needs to do the dribble, whatever, and then the step back sometimes. But like Kyrie's more of a ball hog when it comes to like
it's a
coming
different
down
like
the court
play
with the
style.
ball.
And your whole team got to get used to that, which is just so much different than just playing, which is like nicer. That's why they were saying with the Celtics, it's like they're better with Kemba might be worse, but they're basically the same player. But Kemba passes it, he shoots it, does everything a team player does. And hopefully Kyrie can do the same with the Nets because I'll be a thrill to watch.
Oh yeah. Let's see how it goes. Honestly, I got 3 final quick-fire questions, and that's it for the episode. First one: what do you think about the Pacers trying to hire Chauncey Billups?
I mean, I'm all for hiring past point guards, past players that are good. I'm pretty sure he was a Finals MVP. So, I mean, if you're getting past point guards, they know what the fuck they're doing. Stop getting these random people that are rich that get these basketball guys that know basketball because it's a completely different. So, I'm with that.
I hope they do because that'd be interesting to see Chauncey Billups coach Malcolm Brogdon. That's my opinion on it.
Because they had Larry Bird too as like their president or something. They're the former player too. So they get basketball.
Enjoy of Indiana, baby.
Yeah, hell yeah. Gotta get that basketball minds in there.
What do you think about who do you think should be the coach for Chicago? Because they fired Jim Boylan. Who do you think would help Chicago come back? Because they have the talent and some promising players or something. They just need a good coach, not a Jim Boylan coach.
Like, who's even out there? Like,
I saw a report. Apparently, Jeff Van Gundy.
Nah, I like him doing the games. I like him announcing.
Yeah.
He's kind of funny to me. I like it. The Van Gundys are fucking clowns. But like the Bulls, they need that Jim Boylan was ass. I know Levine hated his guts too. So they need someone. Or Brett Brown? No, not Brett Brown. I don't even know, bro. Like there's so many. Mark Jackson's always bought up there.
D'Antoni just left the Rockets today. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw that. D'Antoni. Like, I don't think D'Antoni's the option, but for the Bulls, like, because you got Levine, who's an all-star. He's an all-star if he's on a winning team. He's an all-star. Marketing could be an all-star one day. Chris Dunn's okay.
Chris Dunn,
Wendell
I say Kobe White's got more potential than Chris Dunn because Chris Dunn had potential coming into the league. Now he's like 24, 25.
Is he that old? I think I'm going off of that like 5 years ago, yeah.
Well, yeah, because Chris Dunn, I mean, I was a big fan of him in college. He played for Providence. And
yeah.
He was like a 2-3 year guy in college. That's why he's kind of old now.
They got Wendell Carter a couple of years ago. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's
a little injury prone too. Wendell Carter's a little injury prone, but they have some pieces. That's
Martin and Levine, like those are great building pieces right there. Like those are stars. Like, and they're in the East. Like you guys can win in the East.
I feel like next year or in 2 years, depending what they do with the lottery, they can easily be like a 7th, 8th seed.
Oh, easily, yeah. In the East, no doubt. Like that, those last 3 spots are always open. Like every year, it's that team that makes that push up. Exactly. Like the Nets made it, and they had like. Come on, they had all the backups playing.
So, they had Chris Chiosa starting for them.
Yeah, Christian Chiosa, who the hell? He's like a mini Van Vliet off the G League. I don't know who the hell he is.
Yo, I remember watching March Madness, and he played for Florida, and like a couple of the times, Chris Chiosa would just be doing like crazy dribbles, and just popping it. And he would like, I was like, what? Who's this man?
He's a little midget out here. Yeah, I don't. But they made it work though.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe Ty Lue actually. That would be a good coach.
And he's an assistant for the Clippers right now.
Actually, I think Ty Lue might go to like a championship contender team, like Rockets / Sixers ish, like something that's winning, not like
D'Antoni's rumored to go to New Orleans. But I don't know about that because Alvin Gentry's got years in his contract.
No, I thought Alvin was done.
He's done?
Was he done?
I don't know. I just saw the report today. Says D'Antoni's D'Antoni's eyeing for the Pelicans, and I was like,
see, I don't know about D'Antoni because like what I watched his last 4 years is just the same BS basketball. Like not BS, but like I don't know if I want that because he has a reputation. It's like, oh yeah, he doesn't play defense, doesn't care about defense, offense. So I don't know.
I'm being biased. I hated what he did to Carmelo and the Knicks, bro. He really tore us apart. He was not a good coach for us at all.
Well, he was with the Melo Knicks. With JR
he was
and
the coach for the last Kobe Bryant Lakers too. And what happened to them teams?
With Steve Nash and Dwight? He was the guy, really?
He was the guy, bro.
Oh my God! Yeah, there's a reason.
Pattern, bro. There's a pattern, in my opinion.
Like people bring him there
to win a championship.
Exactly. People think he can win it, but he's just not. He's not there yet. Like there's certain guys. Yeah.
The last question I got for you, homie, is: have you been able to see like the awards that they've been giving out?
Yeah. I saw the awards. Yeah.
Who would you say is the biggest nub?
Yeah, there were so many nubs on there. Hold on, I'm gonna bring it up real quick. So you want to go with the first teams? We'll talk first team, second team.
You can do the first teams. You can do an individual award too. I don't really care. One that my friends be telling me all the time is that Brandon Ingram shouldn't have won the most improved player. Should have been Bam Adebayo.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, I'll go off of that then. I think most improved, if we're going off a straight type of improvement from where you went this year to next year, Luka wins it. But Luka's the MVP.
He's a finalist, bro.
He got third, but if we're being realistic, he deserved it, but they didn't give it to him. I think that would be fucked up to give it to him.
I feel like the NBA doesn't do it for people that are in the second year.
No, exactly, which is like it makes sense because I mean Luka went from 20 points to 30, averaged a triple double, like brought his team from nothing to the 5th, 7th seed. But like no, Bam, I think Bam should have got it. Like Ingram was good, but we all saw Ingram getting 18 a game, 20 a game with the Lakers, and he averaged 3 more points.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think Ingram was good though this year. I'll give him that. But I think Bam.
I'm not mad with it. I'm not gonna argue against it.
Yeah, I'm not against it, but I could see it going.
I understand the argument. That's my point on it.
Yeah. No, I definitely see it. Oh, and then the 6th man with Trez. I thought Schroeder should have got that.
Schroeder was bro, because I've been tired of seeing Lou. I love Lou Will, but I've been tired of being Lou. Because it feels like it's like okay, we don't know who to give the award to. It's like when they did with Jamal Crawford. It's like, oh no, just give it to Lou Will. It's like, come on, bro. Like actually, give someone else.
After like the first time he got it, was like, no, well, I'm gonna come off the bench just so I get this award. Like I just want to get the award. Like I think Schroeder deserved it this year. I don't know. Like he's actually like the focal point.
Outshine like crazy in the system with the 3 guards playing. Like, he wasn't starting for them. And
then the bubble even magnified how much better he was, which I guess the voting was done before. Actually, the biggest snub was fucking LeBron for MVP, but that's every year, so I don't want to talk about
But they haven't announced MVP.
Oh, I mean, you already know who won that. I forgot. But, I mean, you think
Giannis deserves it? Because I feel like Giannis should be the one winning it, but
it's like if we're going off the stats, all right, yeah, Giannis has the best rating, blah, 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 blah.
Think about this, homie, because I listen to the Bill Simmons podcast a lot, and he keeps making this point. At the end of the day, it's a regular season award.
That's true. But
so even if you think that it's like, okay, but at the end of the day, because I hated how Russell Westbrook won the MVP. Like, I'm not against Westbrook. It's just the fact that his team was like a 6 seed.
6 seeds in the playoffs.
And then like they lost in the first round. I was like, okay, but still, at the end of the day, it's a regular season award. You got to understand that. So LeBron can win a chip this year.
Yeah, that's what he's
going to get the regular season MVP. I feel like he's just not.
Like, the LeBron thing is, all right, it is a regular season thing. So if we backtrack a year ago into July, it's like, all right, who the Lakers got? Danny Green? All right. Oh, Dwight? Okay, Dwight. KCP? Hey, everyone's beginning to see. Everyone's like, "Oh, these guys are fucking bummed." It's LeBron, AD, and a bunch of nobodies, a bunch of 75 overalls in 2K.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right. I mean, oh, they have a new coach. Oh, they have a whole new staff. Okay. Oh, LeBron's point guard. Okay. I mean, they might. Oh, LeBron's in the West. Yeah, he ain't gonna work out. He load manages all year. Number 1 seed. Yeah, the West was a little weird this year. I admit that. Like, it was a little awkward. It wasn't as strong.
When Golden State wasn't there. I can admit that.
Like, it wasn't as strong as we thought before the season. Mm-hmm. But with all that BS, oh, Magic Johnson, yeah, I'm out, by the way. Last game, I'm out. Good luck. Mm-hmm. Kobe's thing. Like, it's just there's so many there's so many things he went through, and it's all this year. Number 1 seed. And they beat the Bucks right before the season ended. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, all right, LeBron would have won. In my opinion, the season COVID never happened.
LeBron was on pace to win it. I agree with you on that.
Because Giannis got injured too. So he would have been out for a month or a couple of weeks, and LeBron would have easily won that. But that's an every year argument that's never going to win. LeBron's not going to win an MVP ever again.
Yeah.
So.
But you do make a great point. That's probably one of the biggest nubs. I was going to say the biggest nub, in my opinion, was Drew Holiday from the defensive teams.
Player? Defensive, yeah. Who did he get? Oh, Bledsoe and Beverly. Marcus Smart and Simmons. I think Simmons and Smart deserve it. Probably take off Bledsoe or Beverly.
Can I say something? Because I love Patrick Beverly, but stats-wise, I feel like he doesn't really get you that many steals. I feel like he's just, like, annoying to play against. You get what I'm saying?
No, he's a little pest. Who said it? Russ said it? He's just out there running around? Yeah, like that's what he does.
They had their beef when Patrick Beverly injured this man.
Yeah, he just chases you. That's all he does. He chases you. He puts his head under your gut so you can't do anything. He's always grabbing you, pushing you, flopping every second. Literally, he flops anything you do. It's so annoying. And I hate that type of deep. I mean, he's still locked down, but I don't like how the Bucks got 3 guys on that team. They got Giannis.
I just peeped that. Oh, wow.
Like, they got 3 guys. Like, all right, their whole team to get on that team, you have to have a good team defense. That's the only reason you're going to get on the team, which is why I guess Drew Holiday, like,
I can see why. Because think about this: you have to put Giannis, because if you're the defensive player of the year,
he's on first team.
You have to be on the first team. Although when Tyson Chandler was on the Knicks and he was the defensive player of the year, he was on the defensive second team, which I will never forget. The NBA, they gave it to Marcus Gasol. They gave it to Marcus Gasol. Yeah, it's 2011.
Oh my God.
And then you got Brook Lopez. He's the second or third in blocks this season. So you got to put one of the blocks people. If you're putting Rudy Gobert first team, you got to put like the second or third block. So I understand that. The Eric Bledsoe one's the ones that's very iffy in my opinion.
The thing that's weird, like the NBA is so weird how they do like the first team, second team. They'll have like a center and 2 forwards. I'm looking at it right now. Look at the first team. Gobert, Giannis, and Davis. Tell me what positions are those guys? Is it center, power forward, power forward?
I guess you have Gobert at center, Davis at power forward, and Giannis as a small forward.
I feel like then you look at the second team, they got a center with Lopez.
Yeah, I get it, because, I mean, Bam could kind of play as a power forward in this NBA, but I know what you mean. Like, it's not like actual position.
Yeah, it's no set criteria.
You got 2 point guards, too.
Like, I think Gobert and Giannis are always in AD. They deserve first team. They're always first teamers. But I don't – 3 guys from the Bucks is just because your team's that well. Like, yeah, Drew Holiday, when you're on the Pelicans and your guys are letting up 200 points a game, well, you're not gonna be on them.
I can understand, but like Drew Holiday is one of those you saw it in the AD Drew Holiday versus Portland. You remember like back
when they swept them?
When they swept them.
You saw it. Him and Rondo just fucking.
And Rondo was their point guard too. Them two, bro. There was no getting. Yeah.
I guess it's just an award, but they don't get their credit.
Yeah.
They don't get the credit they deserve.
We'll
give it to them. We'll give it to them.
You got any last thoughts or anything you want to share before we end the episode?
I'm honored to be on the Kobe podcast.
This is the Kobe episode, ladies and gentlemen, the 24th episode.
Yeah, I mean, besides that, man, it was a pleasure being on. I appreciate you having me.
Appreciate you. I mean, it means a lot to me you taking the time to be on the podcast, man. I can't say anything else about it.
Of course, man. Anytime.
To everyone either listening on SoundCloud or watching us on YouTube, take care and peace out.
Peace out, brother. Have a good one, bud.